Help is on the way for flood victims, and it's through music.
Yeah, WoodSongs is a live audience celebration of grassroots music and the artists who make it. They are heading to Pikeville next weekend to help the region affected by those massive floods from February.
Yeah. Here to tell us all about it, we have folk singer Michael Jonathan. Michael, great to see you. I'm a big fan.
Well, you're very kind, and thank you so much to WSAZ giving attention to things like this. It's a wonderful community effort, and we appreciate you very much.
Well, we love spreading the word about these kinds of things. So, Michael, tell us all about WoodSongs and what is it?
WoodSongs airs statewide in West Virginia, across Kentucky, all over America on public television stations and the RFD television network. It's on 500 plus radio stations from Australia across America to Ireland, and it's very much a celebration of the music of America's front porch, if you will. And it's been around for a while. This Monday, we're doing show number 1,137.
Oh, my goodness.
And all kinds of artists come on it, but it airs in West Virginia on West Virginia Public Television and the RFD Television Network.
Yeah.
And we're using that imprint, that media platform, to collect instruments for the musicians who lost everything in these massive storms that are going on. Music and art is the first thing cut in the schools. Sad. It's also the very last thing to get help whenever there's a disaster of some kind. For Helene, we collected 1,100 instruments.
Oh my goodness.
Guitars, banjos, flutes, cellos, keyboards, everything you could think of, and distributed them. We gifted them all for free at Warren Wilson College. So we're doing it again for our own neighbors here in the Appalachian corridor of Kentucky that during Helene got hammered brutally by these floods, and so we're going to help them as well.
Yes. Talk a little more about the actual donation, the collection drive you're doing, so that maybe some of the people tuning in may have something that they would like to contribute.
Excellent. Hear me out. Listen to me. Music instruments do not belong under your bed. They don't belong hanging on a wall. They don't belong in your closet. They belong in the hands of kids and families and front porch pickers, not just professionals, but moms and dads and grandpas. And they lost everything when those floods hit. So take the instrument that you're not using it, send it to one of the donation drop-off points. You'll find it at woodsongs.com/Kentucky2025. And there's several drop-off points, and you can get them to Pikeville. We're going to gift them for free to all these deserving musicians. Appalachia is the cradle of America's front porch. It's the soundtrack of rural America. And that music deserves to be protected and saved and cherished. And that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, so
wonderful.
I know you mentioned to grab some musical instruments you might see hiding under the bed, but what are you looking for? Anything specific or anything that is
Does anything go?
Instrument?
You know, anything that's in good condition and playable. We're going to have this big, massive restringing, refurbishing, and homemade pasta party to put new strings on everything and polish them up and get them ready. So whether it's guitars, banjos, mandolins, flutes, cellos, violins, a lot of schools lost everything that they had. Any of the band instruments, saxophones, trumpets, trombones, anything except pianos, because they're too big to transport. So, God bless all the piano players. We can't do it.
Maybe a keyboard, but not a piano.
Yes, keyboards will work. Yeah, no, keyboards are okay.
And I love the fact that they don't have to be in perfect condition, because you've got people who know what to do, how to restring them.
Yeah, we have a wonderful luthiers headed up by Kathy Currier, Currier's Music World in Kentucky, and the folks at Pied Piper in Charleston, and music stores all over the Appalachian region are sending their technicians to, put brand new strings and polish them up and fix the reeds and get them all ready, because when we gift an instrument, we want to be as respectful to the musician getting the gift as we are to the music instrument itself.
That's wonderful.
We are showing some of those drop-off locations.
There are lots of them in our area.
Yeah, and spread out, not just in that Pike County area. So that is really nice to know that there's multiple locations you can drop off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can send them directly to the Appalachian Center for the Arts in Pikeville. Just put them in a UPS truck and send them there. As long as they're there by April 12th, we're good. And there's going to be a big line. You know, we did it for the tornadoes in Western Kentucky. We did it when the floods hit Appalachia in 2022. Like I said, we were just in Asheville a couple of weeks ago. Over 1,000 people got in line, and we gifted 1,800 plus instruments. This is a real thing, and it's a good effort, and it's very sincere, and we want your participation. We want you to help musicians who deserve to keep playing.
Right. Now, on distribution day, are there any guidelines? Is anybody eligible? How do you know who's there who truly needs an instrument?
Love is the greatest transaction of the arts. Love makes everything work. And so we trust people. We love them. We love that they need something. We're not going to doubt them. You know, when we did the tornado thing, there was a little 82-year-old man stood in line for 2.5 hours, and he desperately wanted a Martin guitar. If you know anything about guitars, Martins are the premier acoustic guitar. And it was because for 52 years, he would play his Martin guitar every night to his wife and sing her a song every night on his couch before they went to bed. And the tornadoes come, and it took his house, it took his Martin guitar, and they found his wife's body 200 feet away from his home. And all he wanted was to sit at her graveside every night with a Martin guitar like he did for 52 years and sing to his wife at her gravesite. And this is the power of the instrument. We're not replacing an instrument. We're replacing their heart, their spirit, their lives, their past, their loved ones, their families, their homes. That's what music represents.
The power of music.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Michael, we love this idea, and we appreciate you sharing with everyone at home so they can look in their little spare closets or under the bed.
Yeah.
For something they aren't using. And we appreciate you joining us here in Studio 3.
Yeah, and we will continue to spread the word.
Thank you guys very much, Susan.
Yeah.
Susan, thank you for reaching out. Thank you, WSAZ.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks for what you're doing. We'll remind everybody also when it's time to go to your donation event. But thank you so much for what you're doing.
April 13th in Pikeville.
Yeah.